Let's take you to Atteridgeville, where the youth in Tshwane will come together to mark Youth Month by embarking on an Achievers Walk. Organized under the Supreme Cadets Institute, the youth-led non-profit organization is on a drive to make education fashionable by encouraging young people to stay in school. With over 60% of the country's youth unemployed and many facing socioeconomic challenges, the SCI encourages young people to champion education and position themselves as solution makers. That's where we find Newzroom Afrika's Katlego Legodi at the Mboleka Sports Complex for the 3-kilometer Achievers Walk. You are walking next to a very famous lady on social media, at least Katlego, who is known for blowing the whistle. Where does she fit in this picture, and what's happening there?
Yeah, most definitely, Dudu. We are coming to you live from Komani Street here in Atteridgeville in the city of Tshwane. That is where young achievers have come together, young people just basically pushing to make education fashionable by embarking on that 3-kilometer walk. We are on Komani Street now. This walk started all the way from Mboleka Sports Complex, moved all the way to Tshwane Street, and now we are on Komani Street. This is where young people have come together to say they are pushing to make education fashionable. There are challenges, especially around youth, graduated youths that are sitting at home, and they're saying that they should not lose hope. I'm going to bring in that lady that you mentioned. Her name is Renele. She's a whistle lady, and known on social media as a whistle lady, and she's joining us now in the regalia, looking so amazing. Just let us in on, the importance of you being here today and pushing for education to be fashionable.
The importance of me being here today, like you said, is to make education fashionable. Despite the downfalls of it, despite it's very nice wearing regalia, but knowing that I am a student and might not be employed is a bit shaky, right? But the importance of here is to not be discouraged. This takes hard work. It's not for everyone. So it's just to motivate the kids. You see those kids here, motivate the kids, continue with your studies, further your studies, strive to be who you want to be.
Many people know you as a whistle lady, and here you are. It's something very, very encouraging to see you clad in your regalia, and many young people at home just discouraged. Just let us in on those different streams of different fields that one can go into in pushing for education to be fashionable.
Different streams that one can go to. Just look up to people. For example, I know a lot of people look up to people that are in the entertainment industry. So looking up to a lot of people that are in the entertainment industry didn't just get into the entertainment industry, they studied for it. The ones that make it in the long run and the ones that their careers prolong, and it's not just a short span type of career, they have studied for it. So look up to those people. Know that there's a balance, right? You can still do it you can do whatever you want to do. Do the entertainment part of it, the groove part of it, but knowing that, okay, there is education, there is something that I can fall back on, despite if that makes sense, yes.
Coming at a time, of course, as well, when we are commemorating 1976, it's Youth Month, and it's an opportune moment to reflect. Just let us in on how important is it that, we mark this walk in a very important period where South Africa is also commemorating the youth of 1976.
Look, in commemorating the youth of 1976, as a youth myself, I feel like we have disappointed them personally. We can do better as the youth. They have strived for a lot. It's our turn now to take the baton and make the most of it. Such things, like I said, motivate young people, and in a way it does commemorate them because this is what they paved the way for. Do you understand what I'm saying? For example, now we even have free education. Technically, yes, we have free education, right? So we are commemorating them, but we can do better as the youth.
And those that are sitting at home right now, the youth are like you that have graduated and are not working and are discouraged, what would you like to say to them?
It's such a cliche, but it will get better. Hopefully it does get better. Don't be discouraged. It's a dumb thing to say, but genuinely don't be discouraged. Just try and... Just because you studied for a certain field does not mean that you have to be in that certain field. The theories that we learn at varsity can be used in a different stream. You don't always have to be rigid and go the traditional way. What you learned, you can transform it into something else. So just don't be discouraged. Think out of the box. Don't stay in the box that you have been put in.
Renelo, thank you very much for your time. Renelo there, Dudu, just letting us in on the importance of her being here today. She's a graduate herself, and she's one person that is just pushing for young people to just, not lose hope. You heard her saying that there are a lot of people are discouraged right now, and many of them are disappointed in the system that is today, and they're just hopeful that a walk like this would just preach that making education fashionable, and just encourage young people to not lose hope, as there are solutions, and you can actually also position yourself as a young person as a solution maker. Katlego Legodi in Atteridgeville, thank you very much for that update.